We're at the license centre now, and we've completed B. Music Rally is complete. Got 21% of this process done. And we're taking it relatively slowly. We're progressing our way through. We've just completed A1, and we're moving on to A2. This is Deep Forest Raceway in the Porsche 911 Turbo, Racing Line Beginner 1. And for any of you that know this track at Deep Forest, this is the very interesting first corner. I've just pressed the wrong button. We'll learn the basics of in and out, out, in, out cornering. I'll try and say that again. A2 is Racing Line Beginner 1, where you'll learn the basics of out, in, out cornering. According to Sarah, it's a fundamental principle of cornering, as she says. Take the corner from the outside of the track, moving inwards the middle and out again at the exit, making use of the full width of the track. We're going to aim for a 16-120. As we can see on the right there, the friends list is pretty hot. The friends list do be fucking with that. I don't know who that is. Whoever that is, you're quick. In December there, in second, Max in third, Binder fourth. SoCom Hitman is there on the way up. Turbo Tom in sixth. Damien's there, Lee's there. Lee. And BDR Mickey, there's a few we've seen, a few we haven't. But looking pretty hot on the time. 15.830 will not get you in the World Top 10. That's where we're really, truly aiming to try and get to. Settings for today. Assist, we will always start traction control 1, default ABS. The counter-steer assistance on strong. And then the wheel. We're on a Fanatec DD Plus is the GT Extreme wheel, and we've got the settings at force feedback max torque. Can't say it. We've got the settings at force feedback max torque 8 and force feedback sensitivity at 6. So turn 1, we've got to look for the braking point, which will probably be somewhere along the curb edge start, the red and white curbs. Going to hit the apex, then going to run out onto the curbs and running up the hill. We've done this lap time many a times with trying to set the records at the Human Forest. Human Forest? At the Human Comedy. Let's see where we can go. 16-120 is the key first time. Coming down there at quite a clatter. So, braking point. Let's find that braking point. We got that properly wrong, didn't we? We started at the end of the curb. This is probably going to be the 150. Counter steer, traction control. Nothing is going to fix that. Horrible Porsche. Let's see where we can go. Got to find that braking point. It is the 150. Try and get it straight for the accelerate. Gold first time across the line. And then we've just got to get better and better and better. First thing we're going to do, we're going to end this, register. Gonna have a look at it, of course. Coming through the line, looking for that braking point on the 150. Does it look smooth? Does it look clean? Do we hit the apex? We don't really. We're well wide of it. We use all the curb on the run out and head up the hill to pass the line. So we're going to go for the ghost settings. And I think the ideal for this is going to be 0.6, I would think. Chasing it down the hill. Braking on the 150. We improve. What am I doing wrong? Have I got to carry more pace with the car round the corner and then get on the throttle much, much later? i.e. let the car roll. There we go. So there's the first indicator of the technique. It's all about letting the car roll through the corner. I don't think that's going to be anywhere near getting on the friends list, is it really? That didn't register. It did. 8th place. It didn't record there though. 15994 gets us to 8th. We've only got a 10th to go. There's me kicking myself. And we're actually on target for getting where we need to get to. This is a tough test and I was being hypercritical. Shouldn't be that way, should we really? Interesting. We didn't record that on our friends list. I don't know why. Strange. 4th gear, flat out. Very progressive on the throttle. 15918 does it. That's actually an improvement. Up to 5th place. 4th place already. We're putting Binder down to 5th. That's what I was trying to say. So just another 10th and we're on our way. It was actually a really good one, that 15918. Really, really good. He just got on the gas that smidgen earlier, didn't he? 15905. Oh, yes. It's come around. Come around at the end. Yeah, that was slightly different, wasn't it? I felt the ghost car had got the throttle earlier. But the technique is working. It is kind of finding its feet. We hit the apex probably about 7 o'clock if we're thinking about a clock face. I don't think that's improved any, has it? Nope, we're still in 4th. We've just got that little bit further to go. Needs an 8 to be up there amongst the big boys. That felt so good. Couldn't catch the back end then. $879. Yes, that's tremendous. Oh, let's have a look at this then. What did we do differently? Well, we're not pressing the brake tremendously hard. We're trying not to slide. Whilst we're not sliding then, we're coasting into the corner, trail braking in. There was a little puff on the left-hand side of the wheel, broken. But it's so smooth, running that inside line on the gas nice and early. And we're chasing that ghost. A little bit of dust off the right-hand wheel as we creep over the curb. But that is the 879 we were looking for. It only pops us up one place, but we're above Mad Max. We're into the top three. We've got 0.49 to go. We're not anywhere near these boys. We're into a 7. So, is there any... Not working yet. But we're just trying. You're not going to believe this. I need to pee. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I don't believe is there a way of full video? Okay, that's going to be interesting. How to get that to wherever I'm going. Okay. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're here at my first Gran Turismo and we are again pushing on these licenses. Now I have a confession, I really enjoy these tests and I've been enjoying them, and I've jumped into this tonight and I've done my intro. I've gone and run it for around about best part of 50 minutes and realised I didn't press record. So I've gone from no time to a really good time and I haven't been able to talk you through it. So I've saved the gameplay and I'm going to insert into the video here that initial bits and pieces. But I'm going to run through everything we would normally do. So settings for today will be assist, traction control 1, weak ABS, counter assistance on strong. Settings, we're on a Fanatec DD Plus, it's a GT Extreme, force max feedback torque 8, force feedback sensitivity 6. So we've got a really good friends list, really good. For those guys to have the times they do in December, Mad Max, etc. You can see my time there, 15.879. We're not very far away from making improvements, and if we go back to my record list, you can see a 2048. We started with our first lap, 2049 didn't take much longer, 2057 not longer, 2118 much longer, and then 2128. About 40 minutes it took to get that 15.879. So what I'm going to do is now talk you through a couple of runs through this and then see if we can start to push it. And I'll give you the indicators of where I've discovered things are and how to make that gain. So here we go. We're going to come down to the start-finish line. The key thing you've got to look for is that braking point. That braking point for me is the 150. And brake nice and gently. Try not to trigger too much of that ABS. You can see the car there, we've got a go set to 0.2. You can see as we're coming around the corner, we're just nice and smooth. 16253 is not inside the ghost, but we were trying to demonstrate the technique. So as we come down here again, we're going to start to try and push. We're going to follow that ghost and we're going to try and put those increments in and try not to trigger the ABS too much. And there's lots of that today. Lots of that. Getting to the throttle too early. Giving it too much. So the interesting thing here is about getting the car to follow the ghost into the corner. But really try and close up on it. Let the car roll. Get on the gas. Smooth and even. Ghost got away from us. And there we go, a 15.930 is a really good start. You can see that would have got us 4th. It's that ghost into the corner. Let's not brake too aggressively. Let's brake progressively. Oh yes, a 15844, and I was recording this time. There is the difference. Let's see where that puts us. You'll see us top of the tree. Let's have a look. Let's see where it goes. Through the start finish line, looking for that braking on the 150. Apply the brakes, but be so gentle. Try not to activate the ABS. Chase the ghost in. Then drive it around the corner, blend the throttle, meld the throttle in, then push up the hill. Try not to stray too far to the right and blast through the finish line. Does that get us anywhere near the top of our friends list? I can't remember. Breaks us to second, just above in December. So now we've just got to get to the top. We've just got that one more step to go. So there is probably some more time in there. That's probably the appropriate length of time for the video. I do apologise for this being slightly different and not being about how we can get faster by showing you the laps, but more of a discussive kind of panicked video at the end when I realised I wasn't saving things. So let's go take a look at the final positions for today. Our fastest time of 15844. We've I say rocketed. We have moved straight up the list in such a way to get into second place, which is no detriment to those drivers around us, but to be fugging in with that is at the top of the tree there, only just ahead of us, 0.016. He did it a few days ago. So whoever you are, congratulations and well done, but we're just short of those top times. I think if I come back and apply myself, learn a little bit more, there's a 7 on the cards for us there, definitely. But thank you very much, folks. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now.